brother. Wake up.
Fellow humans, we ask, can we together deliver peace and healing to heart and mind?
Ulysses reheard the words being replayed.
Udicci.TV is ready to roll again, picking up where we left off. It's time for another season. This year, it's time to scoot. It's time to reconnect with old friends and introduce new. Time to recommit to worthy goals and work toward worthy results. It's time to pick up the pace, and it's time to win. It is time to scoot. Hi, my name is Chuck. I am the co-op brand builder, and I am your host of Thursday Night Social here on Udicci.TV. This year on Thursday Night Social, we're talking about marketplace well-being, just like we were last year. And we're going to continue to connect with emerging brands, and we're going to stake a claim into the wild west of technology while exploring economic theories for human good. Yep. My name is Chuck. I am the co-op brand builder, and I forgot my own little thing there. But yeah, my name is Chuck, the co-op brand builder and host of Thursday Night Social. And now back to Tim.
You know what's funny is I think I actually figured out that part of our problem might be my earbuds. So I'm wondering if they didn't get charged all the way or something. So I'm still cutting in and out, but I'm watching the audio stream, and the audio stream is actually pretty good. So I think we're okay. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you just fine, and it does look
Perfect.
Like somehow, some way, we've got two people who might be watching on LinkedIn. And if you are, hey, go ahead and leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. And if you really have a little bit more fun, you can head directly over to Udicci.TV. It's just Udicci.TV. You can watch over there. It will begin to kind of give you a little bit further peek into what's going on. And as we say each week, you can just tune in and get a little different insight as to what's going on. Now, okay, we've changed the set a little bit, Tim. And I don't want to go spend the whole night on changing the set, but you've got a desk and I don't, so the floating thing starts to feel really kind of weird. But I also think you're going to have to move me up, so at least we're kind of like equal height or something. And I would feel like you could make them both of us just a little bit bigger on here because we're kind of small right now.
Right. I didn't really have a chance to kind of play with that yet. So yes.
So this is the other. So like, are these scenes aren't saving each week?
Well, they do, but I've changed I've added my desk in here, and now you changed your scene.
I didn't change. I didn't change. This is where I was last week. This is where I am. All there is to it.
Well,
now, I didn't change. I'm still there. Wait, now I'm much bigger. I'm like a giant, and that with that kind of light over my head. All right, that's fine. We don't have to worry so much about that. Again, let's see. Okay, it doesn't look like we have anybody tuned in through. Why is it showing me? All right. Well, again, it looked like there were some people on. I don't know why it stopped over here. That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out. All right, so LinkedIn is going, and there we go. So anyways, as we try to each week while we come to Thursday Night Social and, get together and we go through, what's going on in the world. Tonight's episode is going to be a little bit of a Udicci update, some updates to the platform. We're going to talk about what's going on the Thursday Night Social for the coming weeks. Then we're going to get into some Udicci mode. Udicci mode with Nahu. If you're at all a fan of Cicada, 3301, is that what it is? Cicada 30. You're going to want to tune into that because that's just another part of the bigger story that's going on. So that's all going to happen tonight. And so we like to kind of begin with just a fun little encouraging story. And it's our hope that as people hear these stories, that they start thinking about their own stories that they want to share and begin sharing with more people. And that's kind of, we just want to hear people share their story in their voice. And we're hoping to just encourage one another and bring some well-being into the marketplace. So tonight, I just want to share a simple story. It was about, I call it the Burrow DJ. Have a little fun. I don't think I've shared this with you, Tim, yet, so this is just a cute story. So
Okay.
the other night,
I'm gonna go change my headphones while you're telling the story, just so you know. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So don't do that. When others are telling their story, don't just disappear. Tune in, engage to what they're saying. Like, that's kind of a piece, right? Like, that's kind of what we're saying, that when you're here, we want you to tell your story. We're going to make sure like there's an audience time after 8 o'clock where the studio audience can kind of come in and share their story. And then, others in the studio audience can kind of share that. As I said on LinkedIn, we had our studio a few years ago, and it was really a lot of fun having that on studio audience. And, so that's kind of what we're going for. Looks like Tim might be back here shortly.
I'll be back in just a minute.
All right, Tim will be back in just a minute, and then I can kind of continue the story from there. And because that kind of seems like one of those rules that we would kind of implement is like no running off to the bathroom as a story begins, unless the story is about maybe the Dallas Cowboys, in the days that they beat the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl. But those days are long gone, and we are into a new season. And although I may be living in Dallas-Fort Worth area, the Bills are still greater than the Cowboys. Okay. Anyways, getting on with the show for a minute, and I'll share the story just because I think it's a fun, cute story to share. So the other night we had the opportunity to have fiber installed into the home and our home. And during that installation, there was a period of time where the connectivity wasn't really working so well. And the tech who had come, he basically was dealing with kind of command control back home. He's dealing with via text and whatnot. He's saying, hey, what do we have to do to fix this? And of course, they would kind of like send some information, wait 5-10 minutes, get some information back, that kind of thing as it was happening. So we had this great opportunity just to kind of, two strangers basically, just sit down and, sitting here on the couch and he's sitting on the chair and just getting to chat between this, right? Because I'm enough of a technology nerd. Basically, the fiber when it turned on was pushing less than 28.8 or 28.8K, right? So we were kind of laughing about that like, look at all the advances. And it got into a conversation about technologies over the years, and he started sharing about his family. And he shared this wonderful story about his grandfather, who he lived down in Mexico. His father lived down in Mexico. And this is probably going to go back to like the 60s when we kind of put the time frames to it. And his grandfather was the only one in a large area, large community area, large area that had one of these gramophones, right? If you recall, people used to talk about maybe got a TV and everybody would walk, come over and listen to it. Well, he was one of the first to have a gramophone, and a phonograph record, the old style, right, with the big amplifier coming out the top and the needle going around. And so, anyways, he used to take this gramophone to the neighbors for events, like there was a wedding or there was a celebration going on. He'd bring the gramophone there with the records and he'd play those records. And it just sort of hit me. Never had I really thought about the idea of a DJ kind of just, what did a DJ look like before, at least where I got involved with like the 1980s or 1970s and scratch and whatnot. But like, what did the DJ look like well before when the only people around had like a phonograph or whatever else was going on? And the real enjoyable piece to this was then he explained how it was that they actually carried the records in the phonograph to and from the events. And that was, they would pack up a burro. They would just they would pack all the records and the phonograph, they would pack it up and put it on a donkey and just lead the donkey to the event. And when it was done, he said it was interesting because like the donkey wouldn't have to be told how to get back. So you could load it up and pretty much the donkey would just go back. It just knew its way home. So I just thought that was an awesome story. I thought it was a lot of fun, just kind of reminisce over what it was like over the past many years. That maybe all of us don't have perspectives of, and so I thought that was fun, and we kicked that off. We try to share it, like you say, each week. And it looks like to me right now that yep, I've probably lost Tim,
No, I'm
and
here.
maybe I've just lost everything. Oh,
I'm here.
okay, okay.
Okay. So hold on a minute. We're
Yeah,
we're we're having a couple of audio issues, and think I see what's going on with it, but we're gonna definitely need to. Can we just take like maybe a 2 minute break here?
sure.
All right. Sorry. I just got to get this straightened around. We're having audio coming in and out, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So just bear with me.
like the OBS stuff. There's probably some people
All
out
right, we're
there who are
back.
using
Hold
OBS.
on. Yes,
All
we're
right.
back.
Yeah, we're back.
So,
And hey, by the way, my upload rate is at 2.4 meg now. So that's very interesting that whatever has been going on, there's obviously been some sort of improvement of connection here. I
yeah.
don't know what, but again, it goes back to this kind of weird tuning thing.
Well, we've had a few things happen with the audio inside of VDO. I've had to switch a couple things around. So, but I mean, at this point, there's only so much I can do. So, anyways, we're
Right,
back live.
So what's wrong?
We're back live. We're back live. So, anyways.
Okay, all right. So what do you? Okay, now as far as what are you having audio issues just locally now?
But now I'm just local, yeah. I can only hear you in one ear and it's cutting in and out. So, but it's going out to the, I think it's going out to the audio. Check it.
It was a
Yeah,
second
it
ago
is.
because I just
Yeah.
I can hear it because it kind of creates a well, now I'm frozen. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't
Well, so
tell
she
you
says
at this
she
point.
can't hear you. So this is the problem is I'm getting reports that now they can't hear you. So talk again.
All right, I am here,
You're
and
going
yeah,
to the
once I go
stream.
in, what's that? Yeah, so I just started the stream on LinkedIn again, and it's there's audio there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there's audio on LinkedIn. I can hear you. You seem to be able to hear me. I can't imagine how it would be. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's the
I,
problem.
I,
Is
I
it keeps going. There's certain channels that keep cutting out, so I don't know where it's coming in from or not. But anyways, we're back.
all right. Then it's kind of funny because then I'm watching LinkedIn and like I look, I'm I don't know 30 seconds behind, right? So it's kind of fun to. So I'm going to come back over to Udicci.TV where it seems to be a little bit more precise. I don't know that it is precise for the people watching, but it is for us in the back end
It
from the
would be.
director's view. What's that?
It should be.
Because that goes directly out there. So anyway, so technical issues aside, that's kind of like one of the things that we're dealing with. And actually that kind of brings us in. So Tim, let's just kind of jump into where we're going to go. This is Tim talking, for the next 5. Yeah, let's try to it does we can worry about the rest of the we'll talk quickly about Udicci TV before we get in. But yes, why don't we try to keep this to like 5 minutes? But why don't we talk about some of the updates that were done to the platform and where things stand and just kind of what you want people to know.
So apparently she can't hear you in the stream. So I don't know. It's one-sided. So have you checked on Udicci TV?
Have I checked on Udicci TV?
Yeah. Hold on one second. I'm gonna call up Udicci TV just real fast just to see if we have. I want to make sure we can hear you on Udicci TV.
I mean, I can't see how Udicci TV cannot. Yeah, I can't see how Udicci TV can't hear me, but LinkedIn can. Right? I mean, it's the stream isn't different, right?
Yeah.
Udicci TV is just video out, I guess, but
Well, I can't hear you.
and now you're echoing.
Well, on my phone, yes. Talk.
So you can't hear me. When can't you hear me?
On Udicci TV.
Okay, that doesn't make sense at all.
I know. So I can hear me, but I can't hear you on Udicci TV.
Now, Udicci TV is just a direct video output, right?
Yes. So let me see.
And okay, and the other one is a stream output.
Yep. And I'm taking the stream.
So you
output.
have different. Okay, so we have different. Channels making a mess. Well, maybe the LinkedIn idea wasn't. Well, the funny thing is LinkedIn's not really doing any part of this.
LinkedIn's not doing anything?
No. I'm saying like it's kind of interesting that we might not have known. I guess like A is probably too early to go to try to the UD go to LinkedIn. But like, how would we have ever actually found this out if we didn't go to an off-us channel kind of thing? So I guess
Right.
it's okay, and that's what we're doing this for, some testing. I'm gonna click for live events. I want to see like Udicci.TV here,
Oh, I know what's going on.
and I can hear me on Udicci.TV. Can I?
No, you can't.
Nope, I can't hear me on Udicci.TV.
Yeah, I know what's going on though.
That's so okay for anywhere. Everybody's getting about
Okay,
half of
hold
the
on a minute.
conversation,
Hold on.
which
I think I might
you
have.
might
I might have
you.
an issue. I might have it fixed.
All right, so this is kind of funny because it's kind of at this point that people listening one place are hearing one thing, people listening another place are hearing another thing, and if you tune into the 7:30 option when or come into the segment for Murici, I think that actually plays completely into the kind of puzzles and private apps uh, mega giveaway.
Try again. Oh, okay. So I think part of the issue that um, we got to figure out how to add your audio to the channel without showing you in the scene. So I think what I need to do, because otherwise, what happens? I can make it so you can be heard on Udicci
So
TV.
are you saying that like basically last week then nothing I was like nothing from my side was going out to TV?
Yeah, it does appear so.
I don't understand how that is.
I know exactly what's going on now.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yep.
There are four people watching, or there are four eyeballs on this right now. So I don't know how that even is. Like, how do we have four video anything's coming in? But I am quite happy with my upload speeds right now. I'm running around like 6 and 7 meg. So
Yeah,
uh,
I'm up over 2 meg too as well, so that's good. Um,
yeah, I don't really quite get like. So I'm not concerned. It's not a bandwidth issue then. Um, okay. Well,
so I have to leave you on the other one so that we can hear you. But when going out to the stream, what's funny is when you look at it on Udicci TV, you're showing up on the bottom. But what ends up happening is um, on YouTube and LinkedIn, we're only seeing you and I inside of the video stream. So that only happens on Udicci TV for now. I've got a way we can work around that. I know we're gonna just have to figure out how to separate out the audio channels, which I think we can do.
well, that's good. All right, but now you're listening to me on your phone or what?
Yeah, I was just double checking. All
Okay.
done.
Yeah. So, all right. So whatever. So yeah, I've got this weird little. We'll just call. Well, okay, fair enough. I've been wanting to get to the whole production view anyway. So you've got the director view, and nobody else in the world can see that. And we'll call the thing that people are seeing on EDH TV the director view for now because why not, right? Like it's just like if you get to Udicci TV, you're going to start seeing that there's actually
Oh.
intentionally sort of move them over and list them under and have a little fun with that. All right, are you good to go or what?
Well, whoop. Oh crap.
No, you're not.
No, something's on still.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, got it off. I didn't realize it was still on behind the scenes. So, hold on. I gotta get you back on there. I some reason I flashed. I don't know why, Everything just kind of flashed, but we're back to good. So I think everything is back to normal.
All right. So then, yeah, we'll kind of hopefully, and Nahu will be joining us here shortly, I hope. Um, and that's going to be seen. And I'll go out and check if Nahu's ready to jump on. I'll follow up with him. But yeah, so we're just going to jump into the 7:30 segment and leave the rest of that behind.
Okay.
So if you want to go to a short 2-minute break, we can do that.
Okay.
And
All
I
right.
will reach out to Nahu.
All right, we're fading in.
Okay, so all right. I mean, we could set something up like this a little bit. I was thinking, um, yeah,
Okay, we should be able to be
I
heard
guess.
now. Everything should be good. I think.
So I guess probably because there's just not going to be room, is that you might want to just move me over a little bit further to the edge of the thing, and then have some room for Nahu when he gets in there. This is showing now. Udicci.TV. There was an error connecting to our servers. Please wait a minute and try again.
Oh
So
no.
a signal our message says www.udicci.tv says there was an error connecting to our
Yep.
servers. Please wait and then try again.
Huh. Try again. Try refreshing. It does appear as though we might have lost our. Okay, I'm not sure why.
What? We lost the hash again?
Well, I'm not sure. Now we're being told that
Well, maybe what we ought to do
what
is just, huh?
scrap video.
Well, I mean, I don't know how we're going to scrap VDO. I mean, at this point, but
Yeah, okay. Oh, we got audio now.
we have audio, but okay, we don't have
Yes.
Nahu.
Yeah. So why can't Nahu get connected? Um, oh, if he's
Hmm?
been to Udicci TV before, he probably is going to have to do a hard refresh. I don't know if that's if that's the case. It.
All right. Well, he's got a meeting later, so I think we're just gonna cancel this. So thank you for anybody who's tuned in on LinkedIn tonight. Obviously, we've had just far too many technical difficulties to overcome to make this really kind of flow in a way that we can kind of get any kind of good conversation going on. We do need to have that conversation with Nahu, so we're going to have to kind of move that over to probably Slack or something else, and then we'll kind of bring it back. But tune in, if you will, watch over the weeks to come. Hopefully we'll have all these figured out. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and end this on LinkedIn for now. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so I'm ending that one just so I don't have to worry about that.
All right. I'm going to end
All right.
YouTube.